I'm Ewan, and today we are here to talk about Duraboost motorcycle battery chargers. Now, Duraboost is a company that specializes in motorcycle batteries, motorcycle battery chargers, as well as all the accessories that go along with those two things. So who are these for? This is for anybody who owns a motorcycle. I'm a firm believer if you have a motorcycle and it has battery, you need a charger for the battery, especially if you live somewhere cold where the bike might sit for weeks to maybe months during the winter season and you want to make sure that your battery is healthy. The easiest way to put it is the less times you have to buy a new battery, the less money you're spending on batteries, and the less times you go to get on your motorcycle and your battery is dead, because buying motorcycle batteries isn't particularly exciting. It's just going to allow you to ride it. So if you can save money and keep your battery longer, you're just going to be happier. We're going to talk about the differences between these three. In front of me, I have the 750 model, the 1000 model, and the Smart Charger. Starting with the Smart Charger, this is compatible with both 12-volt lead-acid batteries as well as lithium-ion batteries, but it is not compatible with 6-volt batteries, which you're only going to find on much, much older motorcycles. So if you have something like that, this is not going to help out with those batteries. But being compatible with lithium and lead-acid is going to pretty much handle most batteries you're going to come across, aside from those really old ones. So it does have 3 modes. The first mode being battery maintenance mode. That's the most standard of all battery charging modes, and pretty much what that means is as soon as the battery drops below, I think it's 12.8 volts, it's going to kick on and start charging until it reaches 13.6, and then it's going to shut itself off to prevent overcharging, and then just keep the battery in that happy area so that it's healthy, and it'll do this automatically. And you'll know it's charging because if the light on the front is red, it means it's charging. If it's green, it means it's charged, and it'll just keep the battery healthy. Because it also works with lithium-ion batteries, there is, when you get a new lithium-ion battery, you need to charge it before the first use. You do with a lead-acid too, but specific way with a lithium. So this has constant charge mode so that when you get a new lithium battery, it is going to charge it up before your first use. The next mode that it has that is particularly useful for someone like me that buys old, broken down bikes a lot is low battery recovery mode. So if a battery has been dead and it's really just in terrible shape, the healthy way to bring it back to life, to at least try to get the bike to start up a few times, is by a very slow induction of power. So low battery recovery mode is going to be great for people who are buying used or broken bikes down and just want to, get it started once or twice to see what other work it might need. There are also some safety features. So it does have a safety check feature where if you plug this in and after 2 hours the battery has not gained any power, it's going to shut itself off because it knows something's wrong and it's not going to keep throwing power at it for no reason. There is also a reverse polarity detection on all 3 of these, so that if you, and please don't do this, it's so easy not to. If you plug the black to the red and the red to the black, that is positive to negative and negative to positive, it is going to tell, and it is not going to start charging the battery because you have cross-wired it. So if you do happen to make a mistake here and then, it will prevent you from destroying anything, which is really great. So now some differences, and looking at the other 2 models, maybe this is all just more than you need. It's more than I need sometimes. These are the other 2 options. The 750 is going to be, and the 1000 both, are only going to work with lead-acid batteries. They are not going to work with lithium-ion batteries, and they are only going to be 1 mode, and it is going to be maintenance mode. So it's going to be just keeping your battery in that healthy range, but still have the LEDs to show you whether you're charging or not, whether you're fully charged, and it's going to automatically turn itself on and off to keep your battery healthy. The main difference as well between these 3 is the rate at which they charge batteries. So I personally have, well, I have a few of these things. I have a 750 where I park my daily bike most often. This charges at a rate of 750 milliamps. The 1000 charges at a rate of 1.5 amps, so double in rate of charge between these 2. And then the Smart Charger is going to charge at a rate of 2 amps. And I was really trying to figure out, why you might need faster charging. And at least the way I use these, I don't. I mean, honestly, when I bring my bike to the garage, I plug it in real quick, I come back to it the next day or whenever it is, and the battery's healthy. Maybe if your bike has a charging issue, maybe a stator's run, maybe faster charging is a bit more, will be helpful. You should definitely fix your stator if it's not working. But yeah, rate of charge, just figuring out what is going to make the most sense for you. Now, also talking about accessories. Each of these is going to come with both of these 2 accessories that you see here, and you can purchase them separately as they are packaged here. This is just a quick connect. The ringlets are going to go onto your battery, and then it has this quick connect where you just plug in and out. I run these on all of my personal bikes so that they're always ready to go. I can just plug them in nice and easily. But if you don't want to keep something on the bike, the alligator clips come with it too, and you can just plug them into the top of the battery terminal. These are nice for something like bikes with a lot of fairings. You can run it and just kind of have the plug sneak out so that you don't have to disassemble anything to access the battery and charge it super easily. Definitely my favorite way to use them. And then also, if you are running where you plug your charger into a bike that is a bit further away from where it's plugged in, if you're out of extension cords, you can also get a 25-foot extension on these battery cords. I know I charge a bike in a shed sometimes, so I'll run an extension cord out there and run one of those. Just another way to make it easier to make sure that you are getting your battery maintained so you're not buying batteries more often. But if you have any further questions, you can go ahead and click the link, which will bring you to our product detail page, and you can see what other riders are saying about the Duraboost chargers. If you have any further questions after that, I would go ahead and give our customer service team a call. They're all riders just like you, and they'd be happy to help you out. Now, thanks for joining me and talking about the Duraboost charging options today. I'm Ewan, and I'll see you out there.